What's one thing your partner doesn't know? 1. When we worked together, someone kept stealing food from my husband's lunchbox. He started deliberately packing more food. He assumed the person was stealing food because they were hungry and couldn't afford it. I found out who did it. She hated him and was doing it to try to piss him off. I told her if she did it again I would make a big stink of it, but never told him because I didn't want to shatter his illusion that he was doing a nice thing for someone who really needed it. 2. I rub her back when she's asleep because she makes happy noises and I like to think it makes her have better dreams. I do also do this to the dog though. 3. I pretend to be asleep when he wakes up because I love how sweetly he wakes me up. 4. I try to give her the better half of life. If there are 2 pieces of pizza left and 1 piece is burnt, I'll take the burnt one. She gets the good piece. If I'm going to shower and there's 1 normal towel left, I will use a hand rag or something to dry off. She gets the towel. If there's that unwanted end of the bread loaf, I'll make myself a sandwich using that sad end piece. I'll then make her sandwich with the good pieces. I do this all the time for the smallest things. She never knows. I try to make her life better in those small ways. 5. That I don't need to read aloud. My girlfriend struggles with insomnia, but for some reason when I talk to her late at night she passes out almost immediately. So whenever I read a book I read out loud softly under the guise that it helps me focus. It works every time. 6. How to clean the oatmeal dish. Always leaves visible chunks and then hangs it up like it's clean. She has a PhD in chemistry. 7. My wife thinks I always fall asleep next to her when we cuddle at night. We go to bed at different times, but I jump in for a few minutes to snuggle before she zonks out. I don't. I just fake it. But it makes her super happy, so every time I pretend to drift off and she has to wake me and it makes her laugh every time. This has been going on for 9 years. She'll never know. 8. Whenever we get fast food to go she enjoys eating the extra fries which have fallen out of their carriage and into the bag. I'm not really sure why she enjoys them so much, but whenever there aren't any, I drop a few down when grabbing my fries secretly and then give her the bag. It's been 8 years, haha. I always grab my fries last and she's never noticed. 9. My kid had made me a heart type thing at school and wanted to give it to me. I told him it was great but that I always get the stuff he makes from school. Instead he should put my girlfriend's name on it cause she'll love it. He gave it to her and she melted. She's got it on the fridge and has been showing it off for 2 weeks to friends and family. She keeps saying stuff like, "It was so nice he thought of me and he spelled my name right and he's so sweet," and on and on. It'll just be me and his secret. 10. She suffers from depression, and when she hits a slump she feels like laying in bed and doing nothing. Even though 99.9% of the time just getting out of bed and doing something, anything will make a dramatic difference in her day. So usually when she hits a slump I'll manufacture some fake emergency that only she can help me solve. Like, "Hey babe, I think one of the cats has a scratch on his face but he won't hold still for me to look." Of course, the cat is fine. But I just tricked her into getting out of bed and doing something, and that's always the hardest part. 11. He doesn't know just how excited I get when he gets home. I just love being around him. The dogs can hear the garage door open better than I can, so I use them as a sort of notification that he's here.